Proverbs 13, Part A, the first 8 verses. A constructive son, whose defining trait is wisdom, meaning a son who has the ability to skillfully construct like a craftsman would, with the insights of his probing curiosity. He accepts and responds to his father's corrective training and to the productive restraints of constructive discipline that come from the head of the house. But a braying jackass, a self-impressed, belittling cynic, does not truly evaluate. He does not perceptively understand or conform to sharp reprimands that directly hold him to account. A man consumes life-giving purpose, the kind that is exquisitely tailored, functional, and beneficial. He nourishes himself on this as a result of the fruit that his open mouth produces, based on the offspring that his mouth generates. But the primal essence of treacherous betrayers and double-crossing mask-wearers is one that animalistically craves Hamas, because that is what his primal essence is. Hamas being violence, cruelty, unjust theft, malicious brutality, and lies. Basically every form of wronging others, but all based on the most unjust nature that is possible. Meaning, if you produce it, you consume it and live on it, whether it is good or bad, healthy or rotten. Whoever vigilantly guards and watches over his open mouth, he protects the core spark of his primal existence. He safeguards the foundation of his integrated self. But whoever opens his mouth wide, whoever parts his lips and lets them flap around excessively, whoever's speech is recklessly unrestrained, he comes to ruin, the kind of shattering terror that is caused by true catastrophe, a terrifying shattering that is so destructive that it breaks even the will to resist, whether through intimidation or through oppressive discouragement. The primal essence of a lazy slug wants and craves. It covets and longs for things, but never gets anything. The fulfillments of his desires are non-existent. However, the same core spark of a diligent person's existence, the diligent people being the sharp and active, the decisive, energetic, conscientious, persistent, productive, and earnest people, their core essence is satiated, meaning that wanting without actions is a recipe for emptiness. Fulfillment comes only through tangible efforts. Those who take responsibility for embodying and conforming to the ultimate standard of just integrity hostilely oppose concrete lies, and they decisively reject empty deceptions too. They reject and oppose distortions that have no stable substance at their foundation. But the hostile, defiantly unjust criminal reeks, literally stinks with an offensive stench of foul rot. This kind of person reeks of disgusting vileness, and he acts shamefully. Shame being a humiliation that is so profound that it is disorienting. Acts of responsible or meaningful, just integrity earnestly guard the life path, the conduct, route, and destination of wholeness or completeness, of aiming up with transparent and uncomplicated, straightforward, sincere, and innocent integrity. But defiant crimes of malice, harm, corruption, dysfunction, and destructiveness flip those who miss the mark, deviants and deviators, upside down and tie them in twisted and distorted knots. There is in existence the kind of person who makes himself out to have accumulated assets, or even someone who actually does make accumulated abundance for himself, and yet he really has nothing at all. And then there are also those who make themselves out to be impoverished and lacking in resources, despite the fact that he has abundant possessions. Or he even actually does voluntarily make himself poor through good works, and yet he truly has immense substance. Or alternatively, he just lives modestly despite having means. But the meaning is, whether the way that you consider yourself is inaccurate, whether you are deliberately putting on a deceptive show in order to fool others, or whether it is neither, and you just appear to be rich or poor according to other people's way of looking at things, regardless, appearances are deceiving. The abundant resources that a man possesses may become a ransom for his own life's fundamental existence, his breath. But a dependent beggar, one longing for resources, doesn't have to respond to those kind of threats or receive that kind of criticism, condemnation, and disapproving judgment, meaning that wealth is a double-edged sword. And conversely, even the disadvantages of poverty do have an upside. Everything in life is a trade-off. I pray that whatever voice God might choose to give me in this world, He would also give me the words that I should use it for. These words have meaning for me. And if they had some meaning for you as well, then I am truly grateful that we have both been given a gift from above and from each other. Have a good day out there, my friends.